Amen. Amen. I'm so happy and grateful. Now, God allowed me to rise today, this amazing family of people who serve others harmoniously, and the new skill sets I'm discovering and enhancing on each day. That's what I'm talking about. The happy and gratefuls are wonderful. The happy and gratefuls are so wonderful. And guys, I got something good for you today. Got something really good for you today. Um, Write this down. Be faithful over little. Be faithful over the little. Be faithful over the little. It says in Luke chapter 16, verse 10, if you are faithful in little things, you will be faithful in large ones. It's the New Living Translation. But if you are dishonest in little things, you won't be honest with greater responsibilities. If you are faithful in little things, I hear if you are disciplined in little things, if you are consistent in little things, you will be disciplined in large ones. You will be consistent in large ones. The implication is you can expect the large when you're faithful with the little. You, you can expect the large when you are faithful in the little. Okay? It's a done deal. The large is coming when you're faithful with the little, when you are grateful with the little, right? But if it says, but if you are dishonest in little things, this also applies to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't say you're grinding and you're doing everything you're supposed to do to get the results that you say you want. But deep down in your heart, you know you could be doing more. Right? If you are dishonest in the little things, that's not just with other people, that's internally. That's internally. If you are dishonest in little things, you won't be honest with greater responsibilities. You know, people look at me and my wife, they're like, man, how do y'all do it? How do y'all do it? And my always reply, I prayed for this. I prayed for this responsibility. I prayed for a large organization. Now that the large organization has come, I can't shy away from it. I got to lean into it. The same things I was doing when I was a Platinum 600, I got to keep doing those same things and more as a Chairman 10. The responsibility gets greater. It says if you are dishonest in little things, you won't be honest with greater responsibilities. Greater responsibility is a part of it. Hey, responsibility is the foundation of the greater. And so you don't automatically get responsible when you hit Platinum 1000, Platinum 2000. You don't automatically turn that responsibility on. No, you got to be responsible as a Platinum 150. You got to be responsible with the $100 trade account before you can manage the $10,000 trade account. See, a lot of times we ask and we pray and we want more, but you haven't shown faithfulness with the little. Are you coming in on the calls at 11:45? The call starts at 11:30? If the call starts at 9 o'clock, do you have a habit of showing up at 9:20? Or are you there at 8:50? If there's a call happening on a Friday night at 9 o'clock and your friends want to go out, is there a decision to be made, or do you already know where you're going to be at? Are you selling out to your vision? It's your vision. You want everybody around you to believe in it, but you're not sold out to it yet. You're not faithful with the little. If you want greater, you gotta be faithful with what you got. Right? I think back to when me and Christina was, building the business in the beginning. And you could get into a place where it's like, all right, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Right? I'm seeking the results. Right? You feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to do. And then you come to a day where it's just like, all right, when is it going to work? When is more coming? Right? You might be platinum 150, you might be 2 and 3 right now. You might be platinum 600 right now, and you're like, where's the more at? I'm doing everything right. I want you to take that mentality and bury it, kill it, die to it, get rid of it. That's holding you back. Because you're so busy focused on where you're trying to go that you discredit where you came from. Thank God for where you are, because you are not where you started. And this goes for trading and building the business. When you first started this, do you remember how scared you were? Do you remember how unsure you were that this was going to work? When you first started doing the trading training, do you remember how hard you thought it was going to be? Do you remember that light bulb that went off and you were like, oh my God, this is so simple. You are not where you started at. You might not be at the destination yet, but you are not where you started. You are not where you started. At one point, you thought trading was going to be so difficult. You aren't where you started in knowledge. You aren't where you started in rank. And for those people who are unranked right now, seeking to go platinum 150, I got a message for you too. This walk becomes much easier when you make the decision you're going to be here forever. I know some of you are brand new. I get it. You haven't got to that place. But here's what I told myself. This is what me and my wife said. If I'm going to have to work anyway, right? Because if you wasn't here, you probably got a job right now. You got to work. You got to pay your bills. You have to have income coming in. So if you're going to do work for money, I might as well work at the thing that can pay me more than any other activity that I engage in. There's a 22-year-old making $100,000 a month right now on this platform. Not $100,000 a year, $100,000 a month. 22 years old. There's a 60-year-old couple, 60-year-olds, husband and wife, at Chairman 50 right now. So I don't care how old you are, you just got to make the decision, I'm going to be here forever. Listen, I'm going to make this thing work. That way it becomes easier. This is a day-by-day process. This is a day-by-day process. And when you sell out to the vision, it becomes an easier path. Like I just said, listen, oh my God, the power of a decision. If you just say, you know what, Friday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will not come without me having 3 people in my business. And I'm going to sacrifice sleep. I'm going to sacrifice time. I'm going to do whatever I need to do. I'm going to talk to however many people I have to talk to until I find 3 who get it. Remember, this is not, I'm going to talk to people until they sign up. No. Listen, I can't say this enough. We do not convince people to make money in their sleep. That doesn't make sense. Why am I going to convince somebody to make money while they sleep? It just makes too much sense to me. Why am I going to convince somebody else? Why? Just make the decision. Just do it. Some of y'all made the decision to go platinum 150 and you don't even got your list of 150. Faithful over little. Faithful over little. Run the play, the whole play, and nothing but the play. Some of y'all call it audibles and you haven't even started making money yet. There is no, you don't change the play. I want you to listen. This is my exercise of humility. Every time I think I know what I'm doing, I log and listen. This was back then and right now. Every time in the beginning, when I thought I knew what I was doing, I would just log into my bank account, look at my bank account balance, and say, "Yup, you got to listen some more. You can't listen to you. You got to listen to somebody else who has more than you." Every time you think you got it, every time you think you're going to do it your way, instead of doing it the way that you've been taught to do it, just log into your bank account. Look at your bank account balance. Right? I can't act like I know it all now that I'm at where I'm at, because mentorship is what got me to the next level. So what you think gonna get me to the higher level? Mentorship, humility, following simple instructions. There's always another level. Be faithful over little. I want to ask you, this is why I wrote this question down. How long will you last? Does your faith have an expiration date? Does your faith have an expiration date? Because if it does, if you can get tired, throw up your hands and say, you know what, it's not working, I'm done. You might as well have stopped a long time ago. You might as well have stopped a long time ago. I'm here indefinitely. Somebody tried to inbox me about a different company. I'm like, listen, boss, I'm unrecruitable. You can't recruit me. I'm 10 toes down. I'm in cement. I'm cemented. I'm an immovable object. You can't recruit me. I find it funny. You can't, there's nothing you can say. It's like somebody trying to tell me my name is not Charles Dyson. Huh? I know my name. Right? I'm unrecruitable. They could throw a bag at me. They could say, listen, you come over here, we'll give you $50,000. It don't matter. They could say 100. They could say 500,000. I'm not going nowhere. Because I made the decision a long time ago to go to the top of this compensation plan, to change lives all over the world. That vision doesn't change for anything. How long will you last? Does your faith have an expiration date? Does your faith has an expiration date? How long will you allow your past to stifle your future? How long will you allow what someone else said you couldn't do stop you from doing what you know you can do? You know what I'm saying? Don't let somebody else's lack of faith. I tried that before, it didn't work. You're wasting your time. And stuff like that never works. Right? First of all, you need to get away from people who think that way. God told Abraham, you got to leave your whole country. You got to get away from your kinfolk. I need you to get to a place where you can hear my voice and only my voice. Because I don't need anybody contaminating your faith. trying to stay calm. I don't need nobody contaminating your faith. Stop having conversations with people who want to kill your dream. Right? I want you to think about in your life, over your entire life up to this point, what have you been disciplined with? What have you been consistent with? Be faithful. If you are faithful in little things, you will be faithful in large ones. If you are disciplined, if you are consistent in little things, you will be disciplined. You will be faithful. You will be consistent in large things. If you've never been consistent with anything in your life, it's okay. Make the decision to be consistent and faithful now. Right? If you are faithful in little things, you will be faithful in large ones. If you are disciplined, consistent in little things, you'll be faithful, you will be disciplined, you will be consistent in the large ones. The implication is the large ones is coming. It's coming. This whole life is this whole life is a walk of faith. It's a blind walk of faith. You can't see your tomorrow unless you envision it, unless you write it down, unless you meditate on it. You create here. And then you take a piece of paper and a pen and you plan it out. And then you execute the plan you wrote down. And you don't change the plan for nobody, for nothing. No circumstance. Nothing can happen to stop you. Nothing can stop you. You can't see your future unless you see it here. But in order to see it here and believe it here, you got to have the correct focus, the correct lens. Imagine trying to drive a car with a blindfold on. It won't work. You need vision, right? You can't get to the final destination without vision. And the vision can't stay here. It has to go on the paper. Small decisions lead to big results. Write that down. Small decisions lead to big results. Everybody here is here for big results. But it's the small decisions compounded that create big results. Small decisions compounded. Ain't no secret if I make the small decision to eat pizza and milkshakes and that devil called Krispy Kreme and cookies and snacks. If I make those small decisions over the course of 365 days, what you think gonna happen? What you think gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? It's the small decisions that lead to the big results. It's the small decisions that lead to 4 chins on your neck. It's the small decisions. It's the everyday decisions. Right? It's the small decisions that lead you to have to hold your breath when you put your shoes on. It's the small decisions. Listen to me carefully. You know what I mean? But it's also the small decisions that will lead to the physique of your dreams. Walking 15 minutes a day. Saying yes to the water and no to the juice. Right? Not putting salt on everything you eat. The small decisions. Right? Controlling your portion size. Instead of reaching for the bag of chips, reach for some fruit. The small decisions, compounded over time, will melt that weight right off. It's the small decisions. in your trade account. You see the perfect setup. And instead of throwing 10 standards on a $200 account, you decide to go ahead and use correct risk management. It's the small decisions that lead to the big results. It's the compounding over time. Over time. Your whole life is a compound. Every area. Small decisions to carve out that 20 minutes to have a conversation with your spouse. Small decisions. Small decisions. It's the small decision to make sure every single day you grow your list by 5 people. Small decisions. Grow your list by 5 people every day. Not any old 5 people, but 5 meaningful conversations. Small decisions lead to big results. You can compound your effort. You can compound everything. You can compound your entire life. Because y'all, 24 months is coming whether you like it or not. Your birthday is coming whether you like it or not. You can't stop it. Right. 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be here in 34 minutes, whether I like it or not. I can't stop it. But what I can control is my activity from now until that point. January 1st, 2021 is coming. I can control my activity from now until that time. I can be faithful, organized, disciplined, consistent. I could be honorable. I could look for somebody to serve and help instead of trying to look for someone to convince and beg. Small decision after small decision after small decision after small decision. Small decision after small decision. Right, Brandon, they're going to get this link. You're going to get this link. But the right people go and get this link. The right people go and get this link. Yesterday, I was looking through the back office, trying to find where someone needs to purchase the Prime pack, because I was going to tell everybody who went inactive, in order to work with me, they got to purchase a Prime pack, $800. I value my time. Somebody needed to hear that. Value your time. Value your time. Value your opportunity. Do you understand? You're offering people the ability to multiply money from a phone. That's what you're offering people. You're offering people the ability to learn how to make money while they sleep. And you begging people to do it? You trying to convince people? Why? Why would you do such a thing? Why would you do such a thing? If you value your time and your opportunity, you wouldn't spend time trying to convince any old body. You understand? This is how you will wake up one day and everything will be totally different. Everything you see, your address will be different. The car you drive will be different. The friends you have will be different. The vacations that you have will be different. Right? The check that hit every Friday will be different. The trades you take will be different. The lot sizes will be different. Everything will be different. Making small decisions over time. Over time. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a get rich certain. I got to remind you that that's not just for prospects. That's for y'all too. Ain't it funny how people say they don't like get rich quick schemes? As soon as they get into the business, now they try to get rich quick. It's taking too long. Well, where's the money? Where is it? It's been 60 days. It ain't working. It's been 2 weeks and I ain't made no money yet. It's not working. Y'all want it to be a get rich quick scheme soon as you get in. Soon as you sign up, now we want to make money as fast as possible. But before that, you was asking questions like, well, what does the IRS think about this company? Well, what does the SEC have to say? Is this 100% legal? What's the tax implications for doing this? You got all those type of questions before you get started. Once you get started, bruh, I'm trying to make $1,000 a night. Soon as you get in the business, let me remind you, this is not a get rich quick scheme, but it is a get rich certain. Nobody loses. The only people who lose is the people who quit before their breakthrough. The only people who lose is the ones who quit before they get their breakthrough. Come on, Liz. Don't scam yourself out of this solution. That's so true. Don't scam yourself out of this solution, man. Say that. I'm gonna write that down. Hold up. Don't scam yourself out of this solution. Hey, I'm teachable, I'm coachable. I'm holding the call, I'm taking notes. Come on, man. Come on. So listen, make the correct decisions today. Take the right actions today, tomorrow, the next day, and consistently. And bury that mentality of it's not working. It's always working. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's always working. Whether you can see it, detect it or not, it's always working in your favor. Everything that happens is working in your favor. Everything that happens is working in your favor. Everything. That's life. That is life. Life is like that. Everything that takes place is working in your favor. Everything. You might have hit P2 and people left your organization. It's working for your favor. It's working for your favor. I can tell you this confidently. I'm on the other side of it. Me and my wife built the P2000 and P1000, right? Everybody left the business. We were double unranked. Now we're Chairman 10 and Platinum 5000. It all worked. Everything was working in my favor the whole time. The whole entire time. Success is the ability to stay excited through all situations. Success is the ability to stay excited through all situations. Hey, listen to me. Come on, man. The test before the testimony, man. Say that, Brandon. You're constantly producing a testimony. Sometimes you're in the test. Sometimes you're in the testimony phase where you're testifying of what God did for you. Success is the ability to stay excited through everything. That's it. Ooh, Erica, we gotta end the call. Stop. You can't expect to get to the next level if you're not willing to give up what's keeping you on this one. Somebody write that down, please. I gotta end the call. Write that down, please. Good Lord. You can't expect to get to the next level, come on, if you're not willing to give up what's keeping you on this one. Come on. So listen to me carefully. What am I saying to you guys? If you're faithful over the little things, you'll be faithful in the large ones. The implication is the large one is coming. The implication is the large one is coming if you keep moving towards it. That's the implication in the scripture. The large one is coming. It's coming. It's there for you. It's there for you. But I want you to reevaluate your actions. Look at what you've been doing, right? Look at what you've been doing and look at what you've been taught to do, right? And if you've been taught, which everybody here has, you've been taught the correct way to operate, then it's time to run the play, the exact play, right? Not your play, but the play, right? I dare you to go get yourself a Zoom link and start going on your Facebook page, your Instagram, your Snapchat, your TikTok, your everything, and just tell people, hey, listen, come hear how you can literally multiply money from your phone and give a presentation. Run the play. The play. Right? 4 to 6 a week. I challenge you to do 10 to 12 a week. Right? Listen to me carefully. Everybody can be platinum 600 within the next 48 hours. You got to accept the challenge. You got to accept the challenge. Everybody can go platinum 600 in the next 48 hours. All it takes is effort, consistency, belief, discipline. Run it. Run it. Get it done. All right? And I got to stop talking. Mouth almighty, tongue everlasting. Shut up, Christine. I can hear you. I hear you. Hey, Javon. I love you, babe. Javon, where you at?
What's going on? What's going on? All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me turn this off.